What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Supergirl video. So if you're new to the channel, please do drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe as well, and welcome. So we've had a lot of Comic-Con stuff, a hell of a lot. And I haven't covered Supergirl as much as I would have actually liked. However, here we are discussing Supergirl, and we had quite a lot of things going on at Comic-Con, such as the Supercorp ship that was sort of kind of insulted at one of the kind of Q&A live stream things that they did, and that kind of blew up a bit on Twitter over time and just pissed off quite a lot of people. But they had a panel and they had a brand new trailer, and we saw and got a glimpse of our brand new villain for this season. And well, if you don't know what happened last season, well, quite a lot went down. We had the Daxamites versus Earth. We had, of course, Project Cadmus helping. They unleashed their super weapon against these people, and well, they launched lead into the air. And poor old Mon-El, well, he had to leave, and he is off. He's in space, and he seems to have actually gone to the Phantom Zone, which I would assume that he has actually gone to the Phantom Zone because it is pretty much comic book accurate in where he went. And of course, it was similar to the way that Supergirl, the portal that she came out of as well, and the same thing as the prison ship as well. So quite a lot went down, and that's really much where we were left, and Supergirl is done. And we also had Supergirl's mother, Allura, actually recast as well. And we've seen her in the trailer as well. So I'm not too sure what is going on there, why they have actually bothered to recast her. Because it does seem like, to me, it could be that she is in the Phantom Zone. And that is where she will meet Mon-El, and he will tell her about everything that her daughter is doing. Or it could simply be the fact that, well, this season is going to see Kara shift and not have her Kara kind of alter ego, and she will literally just be Supergirl, and she's moved on from that kind of thing, and she is sick, and she's done with humanity and trying to be a human. She's just going to try and focus on being a hero, which is really going to be a problem for her this season, and she will probably see flashbacks. She'll somehow use like the sort of hologram thing where she'll be able to talk to her family and get memories of everyone. Now, of course, we've got someone new coming to the show. We've got Rain, one of the World Killers. Now, the World Killers, wow, that is a name and a half, isn't it? And these are 4 people who were created on Krypton. That, if you remember at the end of Season 2, we actually had this pod leave at the end, these kind of weird, like, cultists. They shifted this pod into space, and that is pretty much where we left off with everything that was going on with that. And that was that huge mystery, and a lot of us were saying that it is going to actually be Rain, one of the World Killers, who fought Supergirl early on in her New 52 run. And if you haven't read that, it is highly worth reading. And interestingly, one of the World Killers is actually Doomsday, or at least it's heavily hinted towards that one of the World Killers, they are actually Doomsday. So she looks a lot different. So we see her, we've seen backstage or behind the scenes photos, we've seen images of her in the trailer, and well, she looks absolutely nothing like her World Killer comic book version, which I'm not too sure why they have actually done this. She doesn't look like she's a villain at all. I mean, the only villain we've seen is the person who's talking to Lena, who is actually a comic book character and was linked to Darkseid, but it wasn't actually Darkseid, it was one of his generals. And that's the only kind of conflict we've actually seen this season. And Rain does not look like that person at all. And her look is different. She looks human. Obviously, Kara and Superman, they both look human, and Mon-El was human as well. So maybe they've changed this a bit. Maybe the changes are actually on the inside as opposed to on the outside. Now, one of the interesting things here is that she's actually had face mapping for the next season. So I'm not too sure if she's actually going to kind of go bad. Maybe she's like a sleeper agent, and she will then actually turn into Rain later on, and we'll see her actually revealed as this person. But so far, she looks like she's actually trying to save people, and in the images, it looks like she is trying to save people and actually work with her in some fashion, some way, shape or form. It doesn't look like she's actually a villain to me whatsoever. It doesn't look like she's coming down from anywhere. It doesn't look like over in Legends of Tomorrow, the new season, we've had a trailer of someone who looks evil and is actually mentioned to be evil. It looks like super shifty and everything. So it's just really strange to me personally as to what is actually happening here. And it does look like, for the moment, she will be teaming with Supergirl, or not even teaming with her, but she's like hiding her powers and trying to save people. And maybe she's just like Kara, and she landed on Earth around about the same time, but she never actually came out and revealed her powers or anything like that. The other theory as well is the fact she could have actually landed on Earth and a bit later, but she is actually trying to outdo Supergirl. Maybe her plan is to actually show up Supergirl and become the dominant hero for this, but it turns out maybe that she's not doing the things to the code of conduct that she really should do as a hero. So it's just really strange that she doesn't look like this. She doesn't look like a villain. And I kind of think that there's two things here. She could be a sleeper agent, or she could be secretly trying to befriend her and then take her down from the inside, like a reverse Prometheus. But let me know what you think in the comments. It's just very strange either way. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.